What is up, everybody? I hope you guys are doing amazing. In today's podcast, we've got a lot to cover. We are talking about the new ERC standard, ERC 4437, which will completely remove the need for crypto wallets. On top of that, we are bringing to you how Amazon potentially could be looking into getting into NFTs. We've got Starbucks, we've got Uniswap launching their own new crypto wallet, and so much more, guys. Stay tuned. I'm excited to talk about this. As you guys know, I've got some epic people with me. I've got Daniel on the bottom right there. We've got Foster as well. What is up, everybody? Hope you are ready. Alrighty. Okay.
So ready.
Yes, of course we are ready. Beautiful. So I guess what should we get started with? Well, let's get started with the simplest thing today, which is what's really cool, what's going on with Amazon. What happened on the Zoom in? Look at that. What's going on with Amazon, huh? So Amazon apparently is getting into NFTs, you guys, right?
Yes.
What does that mean? What do you think that means for us? What do you think that means for this world? You know, everything. What do you think?
Competition, more a bigger player getting into the game. I think it's a great step in the right direction. I don't know. There's always lots to talk about onboarding the first billion. Is Amazon going to onboard the first billion? I don't think so, but
maybe not.
I think that it's the step in the right direction to getting that done.
Yeah.
I mean, how many customers does Amazon have?
I don't know, but they have a lot.
Billions.
How many
billions?
How many customers does Amazon have?
I see a lot more mass adoption. Like, it may not be the next billion, but this is gonna bring on a lot more people.
Yeah. What's up, Danny? We got Danny in the chats as always.
Nice.
Hey.
What's up?
What's up?
So
Beautiful.
Prime subscriptions over.
We've got 118 million. How many? Let me see. How many
118 million.
subscribers?
Well,
that's a lot of people.
Yeah,
that's a lot of people. Imagine like especially if they go into this with the right, with the right mindset, which is how to make this as easy as possible for the people to get into this, right? And what they're talking about specifically inside this space, I believe, I'm not sure if I'm reading it. Where was this? Where was I reading this? Amazon coming into the space is a big one for crypto for many different reasons. Of course, we knew it was possible. Where is he talking about this? Yeah, so with the number of customers Amazon has, they could make a huge splash in NFT marketplace, right here.
Yeah.
Right.
So I think
definitely agree with that.
Yeah, 100%. And the fact that it's going to be all obviously Amazon Smart. They made it, purchase with credit card, debit, purchase with your. I'm pretty sure like Prime members. I'm not a Prime subscriber myself, but can you have like credits on your Prime account? I think.
Guys, get him out of here. Get him out of here.
So
who doesn't?
So
do
maybe
that?
Prime members can use credits or something from their account. I'm not sure how it works, but it's interesting. Do you guys think that depending on how popular or how well the Amazon NFT marketplace, could you see other similar companies launch their own marketplaces? Like, I don't think Apple will do it, but do you think Meta will try and do one after?
Well, Meta already has one.
An NFT marketplace?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Meta is working
Instagram
NFT marketplace. Right now, right now you can't sell it, right, Daniel?
No, so I
think
they're only allowing like a certain set of creators to actually sell NFTs because they're setting up a marketplace, which is going to be on like Polygon for sure. But anyone can, I believe, set up digital collectibles, which is like just displaying your NFTs that you own. You just connect your wallet.
Yeah. See, I thought that was the feature that they had limited to several, only certain creators to create an NFT directly within the Instagram app.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I wasn't aware they were doing an actual marketplace. That's really cool. If there's a marketplace within the Instagram app.
They don't have that marketplace yet. I don't believe they don't have. You cannot buy an NFT right now, Daniel.
No, you can't.
No.
Right? Yeah, but however, you can use an NFT as like, as like your wallet or post NFT as part of an Instagram, right, thing. So I think that's pretty
I've
cool.
done that.
Yeah. So there you go, right? But I think with time, they probably will give you the ability to do that. I think with time, I think they're just testing the waters out right now. And I think especially if they're saying here reportedly the company is set to launch its NFT marketplace next month and list 15 collectibles on it. And that's Amazon that I'm reading. Customers will be
You know
able
what's
to
interesting
yeah,
about?
go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say it's interesting. Their first collections that they're dropping on it are gonna be like they're all gonna be apparel. So fashion, like what it says here is fashion-oriented NFTs, which are linked
Yeah.
to physical clothing.
I'm curious
And
how that's gonna work.
I know we've talked about that a little bit previously. Yeah, we've talked a little bit about that previously. G Money's
Yeah.
90cc, I think is what it was called. The t-shirts
Uh-huh.
for $1,500.
Yeah. Exactly.
So like,
But
are
the
they
cool
gonna do something with an RFA chip in the shirt or something? Like, I don't know.
That'd be interesting. That'd be interesting. And then it says customers will be able to buy collectibles through Amazon accounts by using debit cards or credit cards, which I think is also, of course, is also always a big deal. The purchased collectibles will then be transferred directly into the customer's NFT account. Initially, the collectibles will be available to customers in the United States. Eventually, the marketplace will be expanded outside the country. With the latest move, Amazon aims to provide enhanced experience and to NFT enthusiasts. The move will boost the e-commerce gains prospect in the booming NFT market as well as blockchain space. So 100%. And what is this right here? A pricing consensus. Interesting. Yeah, so I think I definitely think it's you know, it can potentially open up a lot of, because you need these type of big companies to actually do something with it in order for this to go, I think, bigger. Right. Otherwise, we're just gonna always be stuck in a small space, in this small like little niche of like, we only got these NFT people, and we're like, yay, hooray, NFT, and no one else actually knows about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like that's how it is right now. They're like, NFT is so cool, NFT is so cool, and people are like, what the fuck is an NFT? What the fuck is blockchain?
Fake internet money. What are these guys doing? Monkey
It's just
pictures.
fake internet. It's just monkey pictures,
Fake internet money.
Yeah, exactly. But the interesting thing is, like, nobody really knows what's actually gonna happen. I don't know. Do we know where this all came from?
We don't know. Oh, do you mean like where and how and why Amazon's making?
Yeah, like where does
it?
Yeah, when does this whole thing start?
I don't know how it started. I just know that there's been reports for several months now about an NFT expansion from Amazon coming soon.
Yeah.
But why are they getting into it? Why are they launching an NFT marketplace? I think they just probably, Amazon's not stupid. Bezos isn't dumb. He probably sees another revenue stream. So
I got a question for you guys. How do you think they will do it differently? How do you think they will do it differently?
How will they make an NFT marketplace different?
Yeah, like, right, or like the value of the NFT, right? Because if you just open up another OpenSea, like, I don't know how much valuable that's going to be unless you bring something else into it.
I mean, what does Amazon already provide? What have they always been about?
They sell a bunch of shit.
Delivering. They sell stuff. They sell products, and they deliver it, but they make it really, really fucking fast and easy.
Yeah.
So maybe they try to implement some of their existing infrastructure into the NFT experience.
Mm-hmm.
So
what do you think that what would that look like?
Oh, I think it could be something as simple as like buy one of these NFTs, and you will get it shipped faster than someone who doesn't buy the NFT. Like something like some sort of Prime exclusive thing.
Interesting. I kind of like that. Actually. I kind of like that. Huh. Interesting. What do you think about that, Daniel?
I think it's actually a good perspective of looking at it that way. That if you own this NFT, you get it. You get it quicker, and then maybe you get access to certain deals or things that non-NFT holders don't have access to, giving you more things to buy from Amazon than what you would typically get on a regular shopping experience.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. I feel like it's like if they really introduce something that is different from the if you were just to buy, because like I really need to have a like a reason for me to buy it. Danny says if you buy the NFT, it gets a drone flies to your package in hours. I love that idea. I love.
Aren't they already doing that in like Dubai or something? Don't they have like Amazon drones in Dubai? Or maybe it's a different company.
I don't know, but I know they were talking about that. So I know that they were at least testing it out from what I remember.
This is totally besides the point of what we're talking about in NFT stuff, but I actually think we are a lot closer to drone delivery than we think.
I don't think drone delivery is gonna happen.
I'd say within 5 years. You don't think so? Within 5 years?
No. Yeah. I think it's a bunch of bullshit.
Because drones are unreliable and people will shoot them down or keep them or something?
Yeah, number one, that. Number two, it's loud as fuck. Like
loud?
Loud. The drones are loud. Yeah. Like drones are just loud. Just because you're creating so much wind, drones are just loud in general. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I don't think actually that's gonna happen. I think more so it's gonna be delivery robots.
Like in cars?
Yeah,
like self-driving cars,
or like a legitimate robot, like more so. I think it's gonna be this, this.
Oh, these guys, yeah.
I think that's what it's gonna be, because like for a Tesla bot to go out and actually deliver packages, it's not really that difficult, right? You've got your location, you've got a car that already drives by itself.
Mm-hmm.
What else do you need?
Yeah.
So I think that's gonna be a lot easier. I don't think drones is the answer. There's gonna be too much. Imagine you're just literally sitting at home and go.
But why not? It's like Ready Player One. Yeah. Why not?
I don't think that's like. Okay, I might be wrong, of course, but I just don't think.
Let a man dream, Naz. Let a man dream.
Come on. You cannot dream. You cannot dream.
You gotta always dream. You gotta always dream, bro.
No. Anyways, guys. Okay, moving forward. So. Okay.
NFTs.
Great stuff with that, actually. I do like that.
Amazon, very cool. Comes out in mid-April to US customers only.
Okay, let's vote on it. You say what? You say April 15th, correct? Mid-April?
I think it's been. Yeah, sure. April 15th. That's not how you spell April, but.
Okay, you want me? Okay, April 15th. That's mid-April.
Yeah, mid-April.
Yeah. Okay.
Apparently, it's been delayed a bunch already. So I mean, chances of it getting delayed.
Okay, so you say April 15th. Probably. Daniel, what do you say? And let me know, guys. Those who are in the comments, what do you think will be the delivery time, or when do you think it will launch? Daniel, what do you think?
I'll go a little later, April 24th.
Oh, shit. Okay, April 24th. Okay. All right, here's my thought on this. I say April 15. Okay. 2024.
Think we're gonna delay it a year?
Yeah.
Do you know something we don't know?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I cannot tell you.
Oh,
I am part of the Secret Service.
You are the lizard people in the Illuminati that know everything about Amazon. Got it.
Exactly.
Got it.
Exactly. All right, up next, guys. Danny says end of April. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, and next up we got Uniswap, baby. Let's go. Uniswap launches a new wallet. I'm excited for that. Okay. Danny, I know you read up on a little bit on that. What makes this one so cool?
It's just the overall experience. You're talking from Uniswap, who has like one of the most well-known like swap exchanges, and them being able to build a user-friendly wallet is really great because they make it convenient with storing like your private keys, stuff that you don't have to worry about handling. They do it for you, and the overall experience UI that makes it easy to see the NFTs and be able to just interact and hold your assets. Just it's really cool what they're doing, but then we got Apple in the way, unfortunately.
Yeah, so they're launching their introducing the new Uniswap mobile wallet. Yay! completely self-custodial open source mobile app from the most trusted DeFi. Yeah, so I think it's basically like of course like MetaMask.
Yeah.
What is different with this one though, I believe, is the fact that it secures your keys with iCloud recovery.
Yes.
Which is a really good segue into our later part of the podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
The other topic thing.
Yeah. So it secures your keys with iCloud recovery. Okay. Now, some might say, hey, then what's the fucking point of the blockchain space? What's the point of having all of these keys? In which case, I do agree. It's like, what's the point then of having all these keys, right? And why are we, why are we giving all these problems with these keys and MetaMask and so forth? Well, I mean, for what they are saying is that they're encrypted before they go to iCloud, and they're encrypted with your normal password.
With the password you create, they give you an option to create a password
that you create. Yeah. So it's almost like basically normal login. Which I think is okay. Like, we need that. Like, we need a simple way to log into shit. You know, like, it's like...
Exactly.
Like, Pastor, do you think that millions of people, do you think your grandma knows how will say a recovery phrase?
No, my grandma could barely hold on to her four key password on her iPhone, if I remember correctly.
So you see what I mean?
I see what you mean. It's... Yeah. I mean, for the normal person who wants to get into crypto and, NFTs and stuff, I think this is fine. Yeah. I think this is a great way to do it.
Yeah. But Foster does not like it.
No, I didn't say that. I like it for the ease of use. Like, I love this process for the ease of use of logging in for people who aren't really aware or want to hold on to 12 secret words, in a secret place that nobody else knows about that they might lose. Like, it's a stressful thing. I remember in 2017 when I made my first Ethereum wallet and I was going through all the security stuff and I was like, I was not crypto native at all back then.
I know.
And I was like, this is so fucking confusing.
Yeah. It's fucking difficult.
So, yeah, another interesting part of it though is that, like, people who want to get into crypto and NFTs and Web3 stuff, they probably don't even know Uniswap exists, and they don't know about DeFi. They're not going to go.
I didn't know Uniswap exists. Those of you who don't know Uniswap, actually, it's probably a good segue. It's like those who don't know what Uniswap is. Let's go and explain what Uniswap is.
Yeah. So it's like if they're making this login and saving your seed phrases in the wallet a really easy process, I think they need to make sure that they're marketing the product to the right customer base, to the right users.
Yeah.
Because
I think their customer base is gonna be someone who's more of a, not necessarily older, I guess you can say, or someone.
It'll be someone more experienced in crypto, because only experienced people in crypto are going to use Uniswap.
Maybe, potentially, yeah. Because honestly though, like, have you actually ever used Uniswap, like, personally, just like for swapping coins?
Yeah, I used it I was buying something for I think it was like a domain of some sort. Yeah. It was like using some sort of different coin. So I just needed to but swap it from ETH to something else.
Wow, Foster is fucking cool. Damn.
Nice.
I've never actually used it personally, but I know what it's used for. Those of you who don't know what you use Uniswap for, is you use Uniswap to swap coins. Oh, Danny says he uses Uniswap to swap coins. Yeah, so you just swap coins. So just like you want to go from Ethereum to, like, I don't know, USDT, you can swap USDT to Ethereum. It's like you swapping one type of currency for another type of currency. So that's what it's made for, right? So imagine you swap dollars for, like, I don't know, rubies, or swap dollars. What's another currency? Tell me.
Pounds.
Euros. Swap dollars for euros, right? That's basically what this is for those of you who don't know what this is. Okay.
What are some of the other? Go through the list there. What are some other things you can swap it for? Scroll down there.
A lot. ApeCoin. I mean, pretty much any coin, man. Like
Blur. I think there's Blur token. Can you search Blur? Can you do Blur?
Oh, Blur.
Yeah,
you can. You can buy Blur's governments.
Okay.
Pretty much anything, man.
Also, I mean, a really important thing to note as well, it's only EVM compatible.
Is
yeah.
it?
correct?
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's
Uniswap. Yeah,
yeah,
it's
Polygon
EVM.
optimism. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so it's just I know it's an EVM based swap. Of course, every protocol has their own swap, but obviously Uniswap is just on EVM, like
Yeah,
layer
just for
one, layer
Ethereum.
twos.
They're
Yeah.
like, fuck
Mhm.
everybody else. We're just gonna stick to Ethereum, basically.
I mean, it's the best. It's the best.
Yeah, exactly. But the problem right now they're having, which is a really funny problem, is Tim Cook. And what is Tim Cook doing?
He wants his
Okay.
money.
Yeah, he wants that
Money.
cash.
Exactly.
He
I
wants
just
that
don't get
revenue.
it though. They're like a MetaMask.
Yeah, they want that cash, baby,
Yeah.
right? So they are not allowing them right now to go through their verification of their app, which it is difficult in general to verify your app for the App Store. But it's so funny how they're making fun of it. Actually, now available to limited early access through Apple Test Flight. But
Yeah.
what? Let me see what they saw. Oh yeah. So why limited supply? Because we submitted our mobile app months ago, and even though we are 100% compliant with these specifications, we're still stuck in limbo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So first 10,000 users, internal testing. How do you get on test
What?
flight? How do you get it?
Beta
That's
codes.
why we're opening up our internal test flight
Yeah.
app to 10,000 users.
You need to download the Test Flight app, right?
Test
Daniel?
Flight app. Yeah.
So that-
You need to
okay.
download the Test Flight app, which is just a developer app for testing, like almost like betas, and then they
Yeah.
have to give you an access code, which they
Okay.
sent through like Discord and like other like giveaways like on Twitter to get access to it.
Did you get one?
No, it was like already pretty well passed, and I think they've already done
Yeah.
most of them. I'll keep you guys
Mm.
updated on that one.
I
Yeah.
So yeah.
I imagine it'd be really, really next to impossible to get one of those. Like
Probably.
Oh, man.
how many users does
Yeah.
Uniswap have daily? How much do they do daily? I don't know.
Uniswap users. Let's see.
Oh,
See
dude, that's
what
weird.
Dune says.
Oh, there's 7 users, baby. Let's go.
That's 2018. bro.
Yeah. Oh wow, dude.
7 users in
That is
2018.
insane.
Can you believe that?
Breaks 1 trillion in volume. That was last year.
Yeah, big-
Wow. 3 million
More
total users.
Uniswap's growth pushes
3
3 million 2 years
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah. So not too bad,
That's 2
actually.
So
years.
it's a lot. A lot of people trying to get in on that.
Yeah, but 3 million is not a lot. If you think about like
That's 2
the
years
aspect
ago.
of how many people
That's
there
2
are.
years ago, though. 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Well, you think we have more now?
I would imagine.
No, but this is 2020.
2021.
Right, we're 2023 now. Shit, I forgot. We're gonna be 2024 soon. Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't need to.
But
think about
anyways.
that.
So yeah, Tim
Okay,
Cook
unique
is,
wallets.
Yeah, Tim Cook
Oh.
is letting it cook, is what we all say. Basically, is what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
He's like,
Basically.
let him cook, guys. Let him cook. They don't deserve this unless they give us that cash.
Valentine's Day last month. Total transaction count of 146,000 with 45,000 unique wallets.
Wow, that's pretty.
Just
dope.
in one day.
That's pretty dope. That's pretty.
That's
dope.
crazy.
So yeah, that's Uniswap, guys. Moving forward here.
Yeah.
Okay, Starbucks launches limited edition NFTs, baby. We all have talked about this, but this one is a new one. They've launched a limited edition before, which if we go to Nifty Gateway, are you ready for this?
Yes.
You ready for this? Foster / Daniel. Check this out, okay, guys. Check this out. Let's go up to Starbucks here.
I'm checking.
You're checking? All right, let's keep checking. Okay, Starbucks Odyssey. Keep checking. Keep checking. Is it this one right here? Damn,
That's
look
the
at
yes,
that.
new one.
That's the new one, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
March
it's the new
9th.
one.
Oh,
This is
yesterday.
their very first limited edition drop. So it
Well, no, they
sold
had
out.
the holiday one. That was the first limited edition drop.
It's more.
It's more limited
Yeah.
though. There's only 2,000 of them.
It's the limit
only
over the
2,000.
limited. It's the limited or the limited.
Pretty much.
But what's interesting
But
about this one is, yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, so the Siren Collection, yes, it's got 3,000 less editions, but look at the owner difference. There's
Where?
less owners of the Holiday Cheer than there are of the Siren, even though there's a less.
Interesting.
The collection is smaller.
That's wow. Interesting. I'm curious why. I'm curious why that's the case.
Okay.
I think
So to break it down, so with the Siren Collection, if you're part of Course Odyssey, you get to mint 2 at max, so 2 per wallet. So there's 1,000 times that by 2, so it's about 2 owners.
So that's why you were able to mint more than with just one.
Yeah, exactly. If you see the owned by, you'll see the name twice sometimes.
Is this the actual NFT? Because this looks like shit.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
think that's
actual
the actual NFT.
What the fuck?
No, is it? Let's see. Go to the marketplace, or can you see the individual listing?
This is the marketplace, man. This is the
that
NFT.
it?
Yeah.
That's the NFT, bro.
It
That's
even
the
has a
NFT.
fucking text on that says 12
Why does it have? I don't want that
I
shit
know.
on there.
You like
That
at
says
least
2,000
remove
unique
this
stamps.
bullshit, right?
Maybe
Or-
maybe it looks
ahead.
different in the app. Does it look different in the app?
No. Wait.
What about can we see what it
contract
looks like on
address.
IPFS?
Foster does not
Check the
believe this.
contract
He's like-
address and take it to
I'm
the
so
contract address. Take it to
distraught right
Polygon
now.
Scan. The contract address.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah,
Hold
take
on,
it
hold
to
on.
Polygon Scan.
Is
and
it this
then-
one? Is it do I click on this one or do I click on here?
Yeah, click on that, then go to Polygon Scan. So it's just
This
like
is on
each scan,
Polygon scan right here.
Polygon.
Okay, let's go to the contract, guys. Those of you who don't know how to get, did you get your Starbucks? Foster says, Danny says, Foster, did you get your Starbucks membership?
No, I didn't. There's no Odyssey program in Canada yet, so I'm not gonna go buy Starbucks coffee until then.
Until that's happening.
Wow.
Yeah.
I need to read
Once-
that. I didn't know it's not in
Okay.
Once
Canada.
Odyssey's in Canada, I will do it, but not until
Okay.
then.
So okay, base URI,
Wow.
there it is. Okay, let's get the token URI here. Let's just get token like 1. Okay, so
Yeah,
here it is. This is they do use an API. Looks like. Oh, this is from Nifty Gateway
Yeah.
actually. Oh, they don't. Oh damn. Okay, this is actually really cool. So I did this. So it says this stamp is one of 2,000 unique stamps. Oh, here it is actually. This is the data. And you can see that they're actually using Django REST framework. Do you see that?
Oh, cool.
They're using Django
So,
for the back end of this stuff.
To someone non Oh wow, so
This
they all do look like that.
This is the NFT.
I don't know how I feel about that. But
The website
it's
broke
fine.
on me when I tried to mint it, and I'm I don't know, mixed emotion. Man.
I was gonna say now is to the non-developer people, what's the difference between
Yeah.
using Django REST and a different backend?
Django uses
Like
Python.
for why
Yeah.
why is Starbucks using it? Or why is Nifty Gateway using it, I guess is the better question.
Probably because I don't know. It depends on what you want, but Django is
Yeah.
pretty popular and it's used by some of the biggest companies in general. It's built on Python. I've actually used to build big Django APIs on Python as well, huge ones. And yeah, they're just like it's a very much plug and play. They have a really cool ORM. Do you know what an ORM is?
No.
Object relational. What is it? Hold on. Object ORM. Hold on. For Django. Object relational mapping is what it's called basically. And so it's like instead of you having to write a SQL, like an actual SQL select statement,
Mhm.
right? You are using like Python and Django dot get objects, right? And then dot filter. So you're using like these functions to actually filter through the SQL, and that gets converted into a SQL query.
Mhm.
Do you see
Cool.
what I mean? So that's actually
Yeah.
really powerful. That's
very
something
cool.
that's very powerful that Django actually has compared to
Right.
some other frameworks.
So how does that impact NFTs? Like, how is that impacting what they're doing here?
That has no impact on NFTs whatsoever.
It's got nothing.
That has nothing to do with NFTs, no. Like, for example, but it is really cool, though. If you look at it right here, for example, you'll notice here, right? So usually when you run SQL queries, let's just say to get data from something, you would do like select, right? So a normal SQL query looks like this. SQL query, you know, a normal SQL query looks a little bit like this, right? Right, SQL select column from this table, right? That's where all your data is stored, right? So you have data stored of customers like this, and then you do select to actually get the data. Well, with the Django ORM, I don't need to do that. All I gotta do is I do from block.models import block/entry, and you do cheese block is block.objects.get, and then you filter by the name of Cheddar Talk. You see? And then you can actually change the data of it as well and just do that save. So this is a very easy way to get data, to save data, and just to write big APIs.
Okay, so Nifty
Cool.
Gateway is using
Yeah.
this to sort and grab the metadata from the NFTs, is what it looks like then.
No, they're just using it as an API. This is for API for every single the Nifty Gateway probably has like everything that's ran on Django. Meaning, if we go to Nifty Gateway, like probably every single data that they get, like for example, you know, getting these NFT drops, like getting this data right here, right? All of this, they're probably just using Django to get all of this latest data, right?
Right. So everything is still stored, like the images, the files themselves, are they still stored on chain?
No, they're stored on database for sure.
Okay, so this is
like a normal server.
Okay.
Yeah, which a lot of NFTs are stored on a normal server. They might be stored, like the images might be on the back end. They might get stored. For example, here you see it says media.niftygateway./image/upload.
Yeah.
This is probably stored on a normal server, but sometimes like you have a situation where on the back end it's stored in something called an IPFS, right? So for example, we have one project that we have been working on where, you know, to get the metadata, you like get the API, you talk to the API, but the API is just like a front end layer, and then the data is actually stored in IPFS, so in a more of a decentralized location. You see what I mean? It's like a middleman.
Yeah. Do you think that makes an NFT? Do you think that makes an NFT not an NFT if it's not stored on chain?
No, not necessarily. I don't think so. Because like saving data on the blockchain is pretty expensive. And nobody really wants to do that, right? Imagine because think about it. Blockchain is what, right? You have to have like Daniel, right? You know this too, right? So blockchain is all these computers. They all have the exact same amount of code. They all share the same data, right? Imagine all these computers that are sharing the exact same data everywhere, right? Hundreds of gigabytes of terabytes of images, of videos, and it's just constantly being uploaded. Do you know how big that's gonna get? Huge.
It's gonna get insanely large. Yeah.
So something like saving data, I don't think that's gonna be necessarily done on the blockchain space. You can have a decentralized version of it, which is what IPFS does. Right? But I don't think it's gonna be stored like that.
It's just expensive. They make it expensive on purpose to like store.
Yeah. But the cool thing with Odyssey though, like, yeah, I hate the images.
It's so bad.
They honestly do kind of suck.
What do they do?
I'm not gonna lie.
Rid of the text.
Yeah.
I don't know who's in charge of their NFT design.
Yeah, I agree with you, Daniel. If there was no text, it's just art. Yeah, I agree with
you. It broke for me, so I wasn't able to get one anyways. But
man,
for $100,
probably for the best.
Yeah, for the best.
Anyways, guys, so there's that. Okay, there is your NFT collection for Starbucks. Okay, so some pretty interesting stuff.
Yes.
Now, the last thing we want to talk about today, which is really cool, is this. It's the new ERC standard 4337.
Dun dun dun.
It deserves an intro song. Yeah, that's good. That's good stuff. So yeah. So anyways, yeah, so that one is it's a new standard, which is really cool. Why is this important, Daniel? You walk us through it. What does this open us up to?
Well, this standard kind of sets a new way for how people can set up their wallets instead of having to worry about private, like the secret, like the seed phrases and all the things that
Mm-hmm.
it takes to manage a wallet and be able to set it up.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to do any of that. And you can
Mm-hmm.
get basically straight to interact on the chain by setting up this wallet using this new standard. And
Mm-hmm.
it sets a new way for how people can interact, and they introduce even more customizability, which is going to open
Mm-hmm.
new doors for new tools.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really
So
cool what they're
so
doing.
just to give us some more context, basically, it's a way for
Yes,
people to not have to need a wallet.
basically.
Yeah, like you can say goodbye to wallets faster. No, seriously,
I
just say goodbye to
I
wallets.
I won't say
Wallets
goodbye
are
to
gone.
wallets, but
Yeah, you will.
maybe.
We got
Um, yeah, I mean, we were just talking about, uh, was it the Uniswap wallet not having to
Mm-hmm.
hold on to the keys? Um,
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if they used this standard to build any of that,
I don't know. I don't know.
because this is actually it's been out for almost a month, maybe 2.5, maybe 3 weeks, I
But I
think.
think it was
yeah.
what I think it was deployed on March 1st. No? I
Hmm.
Maybe
believe.
it was, yeah. I think
Yes.
I think you're right. It was announced and as launched already on mainnet at ETH
Yeah.
Denver,
Yes.
or
Yes.
maybe it was
Denver.
WalletCon. I can't remember.
Yes.
Um,
And s- and
but
so it's
they've been
yeah,
working
go
on it
ahead.
for a few years.
Yeah. So it's been really interesting actually in terms of what people have been doing. But basically, to give you some context, you've got your normal wall, which is your MetaMask wall, which is right here, right, guys? This is your
Hmm.
normal MetaMask wall, right? Which is all good, all seems good, you but let's just say you are a grandma, right? Or let's just say, or let's just say you're like Foster who doesn't know what crypto is, and it's just like he wants to get into crypto, but he has no idea, right? Like when you set up a MetaMask wallet, it's the most difficult process ever. You've got to set up your private keys. It's so funny. I went to a Web3 meetup here in Detroit, and we spent 45 minutes, no joke, 45 minutes getting people to set up their wallet.
Oh,
Yeah.
45 minutes.
45 minutes, man, for those people who don't know, like, what a wallet is. So, like, that tells you something, right? Like, if it took you 45 minutes to create an account for Facebook, would you be on there?
You no, you're just an idiot if it takes you that long to do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean?
Oh
So that's
man.
your number one, right?
Yeah.
Right? When you create your MetaMask account, you gotta create your recovery phrase, you gotta save all that. But now, basically,
Yeah.
your wallet is actually is a contract. It's a smart contract, and
Yes, it's
this
a smart
yeah,
account.
it's a smart account, exactly.
Yeah.
And it kind of works basically like where like a few things here, a few some comparisons where so for this one, the setup depends on the wallet provider, but it's gonna be a lot more simpler than for example like a normal one, a lot more customizable. Approval and actual swaps can be batched together. Custom spending can be set. You can also do like subscriptions now, so you can do subscriptions now
Yes.
as well, right? Which is that's pretty cool. Um,
ERC20
and
token payments.
yeah, exactly. But kind of
Mm.
like going through more of it, explain kind of what this is here, Daniel.
Okay, so even though the process for the way it works under the hood is a lot more complex, but
Mm-hmm.
for us users who want to sub wallet, it's simple. But to explain how it works is the user contract account, which you should see in the bottom, it says
Where is
user's
it?
contract account. That's where it all starts.
Where's the user contract account?
In
Oh,
the in
here,
the middle.
It's in the picture. Yeah, that
right
one. Yeah.
here. This user contracts account. Okay,
Yeah.
right here. Okay, and what happens with that one?
So what happens right here is user basically gets ready, prepares the transaction, so like how you normally would, and
Mm-hmm.
then it gets executed, which gets sent to what's called an entry point contract, which is where things start to get bundled together
Mm-hmm.
and will eventually get stored on chain. And it would be just like
Mm.
as if you had submitted a normal transaction. There's a
Mm-hmm.
lot of pieces like a paymaster, which the paymaster pays for the transaction, whether it's
Mm-hmm.
coming out of your funds or from someone else.
Mm-hmm.
And
Right here.
then once that one exactly, and then it'll go to the bundler, which basically puts all the transactions under one signing,
Mm-hmm.
and then it'll get pushed up to get validated on like the
Into the
blockchain, like a
mempool,
normal
basically.
transaction would.
Into the mempool.
Exactly.
So here you have your normal wallets like Coinbase Wallet and
Yeah.
MetaMask, and they do all of this. Versus with this type of a wallet, right? You just you have a smart contract is acting as a wallet. What I'm still confused about, and this is something we're still researching right now because we do want to do a full video on this, actually explaining this and actually making, and actually interacting with this and showing you guys how this works. Because I really do believe this can potentially change how we interact with the blockchain side. Genuinely, I genuinely think this can change, and a lot of people say the exact same thing. And even though it's very much under the radar right now, it is going to change physically. Like it is what's going to bring those next billion people potentially. Not on
100%.
this other bullshit like Uniswap or even Amazon potentially can bring this, right? But this will.
Yes.
And so now what you got is you've got your smart contract, which is your user account, which I feel like you probably will be able to access as like a normal password. To me, it feels like, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you don't have to have a MetaMask account anymore. Your account
Nope.
is a smart contract now, right?
Exactly.
And that is so powerful. And I think I want to get into this a little bit more here, because what does it enable? There's a lot of things that this enables, basically. Again, it recovers lost private keys, right? You can secure your wallets without seed phrases. So no more seed. So say goodbye to seed phrases, okay? So Foster, don't worry. I know you don't like to remember things, but you would not need to now know recovery is seed phrase.
No, hey, no need to call me out like
that. And then we got automated
good.
trading. So with this one, for example, you can run transactions on behalf of the user and pay for their transaction fees, that's also very popular, right?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, that's called gasless transactions, which we've done gasless transactions here in Nazzleweb, right? For multiple projects. And let's just say it's not very easy to do. Like there's many parts that have to play into it. You have to create a middle layer, a middleman that a middleman that takes care of everything. Then you have a user who just signs a transaction, and the middleman actually mints the NFT, let's just say on behalf of the user, and pays for the gas fees. Do you see what I mean? With this one, the smart contract, or as we called before, which is what? This
smart account.
The payment master will do it on behalf of you.
Yeah.
And so now because there's payments on behalf of you, now you can do what? You can at the same time now be like, hey, let's make a subscription, right? Let's create a social media where you don't have to pay for every single transaction. Right? Maybe, the way they do it is you have a coin that gets used up and you put money and you stake that coin, and then hence you can use the actual social media app. Very powerful.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Right? So that's where I think this is going to be exciting. Now, in terms of how to set this up, this is something that we are working on right now. We definitely want to set this up, and teach you guys how to do that. But to show you the smart contract itself and how this works, it's simply just a smart contract. There it is.
That's all it is.
You've got your entry point, right? And does this also have the payment master inside here or no? I don't believe so.
This is just entry. Yeah, so they connect the payment master here, but this is the main entry point contract, and then of course there's a few other contracts besides this one that all work together to enable smart accounts.
Exactly. It's still a little bit confusing, honestly. Definitely. Right? Yeah. Foster, how understandable is it for you? Tell me.
Like what? Like the behind the scenes, like this stuff?
Yeah.
Not very understandable because I don't have as much blockchain experience as you guys. But
Mm-hmm.
like if I wanted to go and build something out like this, it would take me quite a bit of time to learn it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
So,
It's very like account abstraction is very confusing to me.
yeah. No, trust me.
Like
Go ahead.
yeah, if I didn't want to build a DApp, or sorry, if I wanted to build a DApp that didn't have something like let us hold on to your keys for you,
Mm-hmm.
so like account abstraction, very difficult
Mm-hmm.
to figure out.
Mm-hmm.
But if it was something like what 4337 also does, which is gasless transactions, pay for transaction fees, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
like you
Mm-hmm.
can do that with other things. You don't need, if that's the only thing you want to do, you don't need to use a
But
4337
but
contract.
it would be a lot easier with the 4337.
Yeah, I've just used like in my experience, like I've just used like Open Zeppelin Relayer, which I found pretty easy to implement.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
But that's mostly just for like paying transaction fees. That's kind of the only really use for it.
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha. Gotcha.
this
Gotcha.
brings a lot more utility, and it's really exciting. And I was going to say this earlier, but
Yes.
what's really really cool about this is that it's like you said, it's very under the radar. It's very
Mm-hmm.
it's like it's big in the Ethereum development community,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because we can kind of see where it's going. And
Yeah.
like you said earlier, Naz, it was like this could be the standard that like onboards the first billion people because
Yeah.
of what it can
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
with accounts and smart wallets and stuff. The fact
Mm-hmm.
that we're here sitting talking about this and like it just came out is so exciting. And anybody
I
watching this
know.
live stream should also be like kind of stoked about that they're here listening and learning
Yeah.
about it right now,
Yeah.
because this is the start. It's a big this has been a few years in development. It's a big thing.
Yeah. They say they've been developing this for 6 years now.
Yeah, it's crazy and it's
Yeah.
here.
Like just like that piece of code has been developed for 6 years. That's insane to me.
You
I'm
know what?
like, God
You know
damn.
what's crazy too is that this is
Yeah.
definitely not. This isn't even going to be the last iteration of it. It's just the first
Probably
big.
not. No.
It's the first big iteration.
Yeah. 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 Because like even for example, paying in ERC20 tokens, that's also not that easy right now. Like to pay for ERC20 with ERC20 tokens, like we know this, right? Because we do this with other NFT projects, Daniel, right? Like you have to
Yeah.
create an approval first. You have to approve the spending of a
Yes.
token. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Exactly. No, you have to, for the contract that's going to transfer the tokens, you have to be able to approve them to spend that amount. That's a separate transaction in itself.
Mm-hmm.
And then you could do the process of being able to transfer over. So it's a lot more things to
Yeah.
manage. It's not nowhere near
Yeah.
a simple process.
Did you know that, Foster?
No, I didn't.
So let's just say you wanted to pay for an NFT using, let's just say, your own token, the Foster token, right? And you had your, and let's just say that they had their own NFT, right? And they accepted it, right, for you. Then what you would do basically is you would have to create an approval. You would make your ERC20 token. And if you look at ERC20 tokens in general, like ERC20 tokens, where is it? Like, what are some, let's look at USDT, I believe, right? USDC,
Yeah,
USDT,
USDT.
Ethereum, right? Let me see here. I'm trying to find it. Let's go ahead and look at USDT inside as a smart contract.
ApeCoin could be another good one you could look at on like Etherscan.
Oh, ApeCoin, yes, ApeCoin.
That's probably an easier one.
ApeCoin smart contract.
Yeah.
Let's just say ApeCoin token tracker right here. I believe this one, right? Okay, there we go. So that's the
that's one.
ApeCoin, as you can see,
Yeah.
right? And if you look at the contract right here,
And it's super simple. Like the
of
setup,
course,
but
decimals, balance off, and so forth, and allowance. You see, it's like how much allowance does a person have to spend? And so what you do is when you write a smart contract, you increase allowance and you decrease allowance.
Yes.
You see.
First you approve an allowance, but
Yeah.
if you need to decrease it or increase it, then use the other ones, of course. But yeah.
Yeah. So when you basically mint with an ape coin, basically you have to see, hey, has this person okay, first you have to do the following transaction. You have to be like, okay, what is the allowance of this coin for that user? Number one. Two, if there's no allowance, then you have to approve a certain allowance, okay?
Yes.
But if there is an allowance already, then you have to decrease it / increase depending on how much they already have.
Yep.
So the process of using like another ERC20 token to pay for something on the blockchain is like it's the process is pretty big, like like 3 transactions almost, it feels like. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool. So yeah, that's kind of that basically. Yeah, I'm excited for this ERC 4437, and I definitely want to talk about this in the next one. I think in the next video, in the next YouTube live, guys, we want to go ahead and actually set up this, like create like a setup, maybe create like a small little dApp with ERC 4337, and see how that kind of looks like.
Build something, and then we can I'll pay for it with my Foster tokens, my Foster coins.
That's right, Foster. You need to create your own Foster token.
Yeah, create a token. We'll implement. Yeah.
An IPO, I'm gonna make billions.
Yes, you're gonna be like Danny
ICO,
says.
not IPO.
Danny says, yes, please. Let's make a Foster token. Oh, that's funny. But anyways, guys, so that's kind of it. Is there anything else that we are missing / we want to talk about? Because I actually do have to go. I have a meeting here in a little bit. But is there anything you were missing?
You have a meeting. No, it's cool. I mean, I'm pretty excited to see what happens with this whole Amazon thing. I think right after it launches, we'll get a pretty good idea of is it going to be another Coinbase NFT thing, or is it going to be going to be a little bit better than that?
Yeah.
Honestly, it's not going to be fucking hard to beat Coinbase NFT marketplace. So let's.
No, not at all, bro.
Yeah. I mean, look, it does make sense. I will say this. It does make sense for Amazon to be able to do this. Because think about this. Amazon, do you know like the whole premise behind Amazon logo?
A to Z?
Yeah. They sell everything A to Z. So why shouldn't they sell an NFT?
N and F and T are both in between.
I know. There's like 3 letters in there. That's a lot.
Yeah, they'd be stupid not to do it. For jokes aside, Amazon's a pretty cool company too, just because like where were they 25 years ago? They were at the forefront of the internet when it first came into popularity. So like I'm sure they're thinking the exact same thing now. Like we could get in on the ground for NFT stuff too, for Web3. Exactly. They're not stupid.
Yeah. So anyways, guys, tune in next Friday for our next little show, your podcast, where we will be building out the ERC 4337. Okay? And probably a few more things. Anyways, guys, hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you later. Bye!
Bye, guys.